Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. How are you doing today? How is the weather in your city? Are you learning English language? I am your teacher, am I not? She is speaking English, isn't she? Are you confused, aren't you? You are confused, aren't you? So, I just gave you some examples from the lesson that we are gonna study today. Do you know what we are gonna study today? We are going to study interrogative sentences, or how to ask a question in English. And also we have different types of interrogative sentences. Today is the time to focus on them, practice them, exercise them, and know all types of that. Okay? So let's start our new lesson from interrogative sentences. Oops. Okay. Today we're going to study interrogative sentences. Interrogative is like when you are asking questions, okay? Pay attention to the details of this lesson. If you have any question, ask me in the chat box. If you are on YouTube, just put a note or a comment there. We'll get back to you there soon and answer your question. Okay. What is interrogative sentences? Interrogative sentences is which we are asking someone a question for getting information and has a question mark at the end of sentences called interrogative sentences. So there's two elements, two important points for interrogative sentences. First, you should ask someone a question or for information. Second, it should end with the question mark. Okay, like what? Do you know what her name is? Do you know what her name is? What is your name? She is a teacher, isn't she? She is her wife? She is her wife. So here we have different structures for interrogative sentences, and today we will study each of them with details. Okay. If you have any question, also I want to repeat again that you can ask me in the chat box if there is anything, any confusion, any question. Okay. So, as I told you that we have different types of interrogative sentences, now we start from the one of the most important one of them that we use them a lot in our spoken English. Okay, that is what? That is tag question. Tag question. We also call tag question short question, game question, and label question. So if you see any other name of that, that's okay. That is just tag question. Don't worry about that. Okay. So when we use tag question when we ask to get confirmation, from about person, place, or thing when you are not sure. Okay, you say or you make a statement, you make a positive sentence, and then just to confirm it by someone else, you use tag questions. Okay, you use tag questions. I want to give you an example here before going to the next section. For example, I say, I am teaching you. Aren't I? Am I not? Okay. I'm teaching you. Am I not? So it is like sometimes we can use it when, as a teacher, I'm teaching and you are waiting when I start teaching, or you say, "What are you doing, sir?" I say, "I'm teaching you." Am I not? Okay. So there is some rules for making tag questions. First is this, that when you have a positive statement, okay, when your sentence is positive, the tag question is a negative formula, okay? And when the statement of the sentence is negative, the tag question should be positive, okay? The tag question should be positive. For example, I say here, I'm teaching you, am I not? So I'm teaching you, it is the positive formula. But here, am I not? It is negative tag question, okay? And opposite, if I want to make another example like this, she is not coming on time. Is she? She is not coming on time. Is she? So here, our statement or sentence is negative. She is not coming on time. Okay. So our statement, our tag question is what? Positive formula. Okay. So the most important thing about tag question is this, that if you make a positive sentence, the tag question for that sentence should be negative. And when you make a negative sentence, the tag question for this type of sentence should be positive. Okay, it is opposite of each other. Like this example, he does not speak English. Does he? The sentence is negative. The tag question is positive. Ruya is my sister. Isn't she? The sentence is positive. Tag question is negative. Okay. And remember, when we make tag question, so usually we just change the sentence to interrogative, okay? And when you use tag question, remember you use what? The modal auxiliary verb, okay? The modal auxiliary verb according to what? According to the tense that you already have, the sentence that you already have, the subject you already have there, okay? So here, because our subject is I, so I should ask my tag question with I. And because our tense is, our to be verb is am, I should use here am. And look at here, Royo, yeah, he does not speak English. So it is simple present tense. So our helping verb in simple present tense is do, does, and we use do or does according to our subject. So because our subject is third person singular, we just use does here. Okay? He does not speak English. Does he? Okay? Does he? So does is used here as the helping verb. He is our subject. So we use both of these sections according to our tense and subject. Okay. If you have problem with tenses, please find the baseline classes videos in YouTube, and you will, yeah, you'll get a lot of information about that, and you won't have problem after that. Okay. Anyway, so hopefully you get your answer about that question. So we go to the next slide here. So yeah, one more point here is this, that tag question with I, when you are using I in a positive formula, and then when you want to add it to when you just want to add another tag question to that, you can use like this formula: am I not, or am I. Okay, so you cannot use amn't I. Okay, you cannot use like that. You say am helping verb plus subject plus not. Okay, or if it is positive, you can just use helping verb plus I, like regular interrogative sentences. So the second type of tag question is with exclamative sentences. With what? Exclamative sentence. We studied exclamative sentences used to show happiness or strong feeling of happiness, surprise, and sorrowness. Okay? When you're surprised, you can use tag questions also to get confirmation from someone else. Excuse me. What a car it is, isn't it? What a car it is, isn't it? Okay? So you just use isn't it here to show that you need a confirmation from someone else. Okay? What a man you are, aren't you? What a man you are, aren't you? What a beautiful girl she is, isn't she? Okay, so it has more usage in this kind of exclamative sentences in spoken English. Okay, when you are speaking, sometimes you just to get confirmation from someone else, you use tag questions. The third formula for tag question is with indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. So what is indefinite pronouns? Indefinite pronouns is like anyone, someone, no one. So when you don't know who is the subject, and you use the indefinite pronoun for that, how you can use tag question for that? Look at this example here. Annie is my friend, aren't they? Look at second example. Someone calls me, don't they? Does she not? Does he not? Does he not? Everything is a laws. Everything is a laws, don't they? No one plays football, do they? So you saw that there is different types of question for any of these indefinite pronouns. And no, the question is this, that how should we know where we should use a specific type of auxiliary verb or any other helping verb to in tag question of that kind of sentences? No worries. The formula is no formula. You just use the tag question for indefinite pronouns according to the situations. Okay. So, for example, when you're talking with a groups of people, you say, Annie is my friend, aren't they? So you're mentioning to a group of people and use that. Okay. But when there is one person, then you use singular subject. Or look at the second example here. Someone calls me, don't they? Does she not? Does he not? Okay, does it not? So here it means it depends who are you waiting for to call you. Okay, you just use according to the situations, like any type of subject in tag questions. Okay. The other type of tag question is tag question with neither, rarely, seldom, nor, and neither. Okay. So these are adverbs. Okay. Neither, rarely, seldom, nor, or neither. So while you see this kind of adverb in a sentence, so it automatically change the sentence meaning to negative. Okay. Or the sentence is close to negative formula. And when you want to use the tag question for this type of sentences, you should use the positive tag questions because the meaning of sentence is already negative, and you should use positive tag question for negative sentences. Look at this example here. He will never do my job. He will never do my job. Will he? So the first part of sentence is he will never do my job. Look at that here. So it looks that he will never do my job. It looks that the sentence gives us negative meaning. It means he won't do my job. So what tag question should we use? Positive. So because our helping verb is will in positive formula, we use will here also. Okay? Because the subject is he over there, we should use he at tag question also. Okay? Look at the next example. She rarely speaks English. She rarely speaks English. Here also rarely is almost close to zero. Okay? So because of that, it gives us more negative meaning rather than positive meaning. Because of that, we use the positive tag question. Does she? We use does just because the tense is simple present tense. Oh my god, I lost my mouse. Okay. Our third example here, she seldom washes the dishes. Does she? Here also, because seldom gives us almost negative meaning, because of that we use positive tag question for that. Okay. Let's go to the next one, to the fifth formula of tag question. Tag question with imperative sentence. We studied imperative sentence when we order, request, suggest, direct, urge, or give direction to someone. You use imperative sentences. And how we use tag question for that. Look at this example first here. Help me. Would you? Can you? Will you? Could you? So for imperative sentences also, like indefinite pronouns, we use tag questions according to the situations. Okay, there is no specific helping word for that. Okay, you can use different modal auxiliary verb like can, will, could, may, would, any types of that. Look at second example. Help me. Wouldn't you? Can't you? Won't you? Couldn't you? Don't help me. Would you? Could you? Can you? Will you? A lot of different tag question for that. Okay, you can use positive formula or negative formula for imperative sentences. Doesn't matter. Depends on your face, expectation, and your feeling. Okay, don't help me. Wouldn't you? Couldn't you? Can't you? Won't you? So although the sentence is negative, don't help me, but you could use the negative formula also. It is opposite of other types of sentences. At the beginning of that question, we studied that for positive, we use negative tag question. For negative, we use positive tag question, but for imperative, it doesn't matter. You can use any type of that, okay? And it is the next type of interrogative sentences, reinforcement tag questions. It is also tag questions, but it is reinforcement tag questions, okay? Remember, the name of this type of sentence is question, but there is nothing to ask. It is opposite of tag questions. So in regular tag question, we are asking a question from someone else to confirm it. But when we are talking about reinforcement tag question, in reinforcement tag question, we ourselves confirm our statement. Okay, just to show more emphasis on your sentences. Okay, So for reinforcement tag question, for positive formula, use positive tag question. For negative, use negative, okay? Look at these examples. This is my book. It is. Okay? You make a statement and then you yourself confirm it. In tag question, you ask someone else to confirm it. But here, you yourself confirm it, okay? This is not my book. It is not. Okay? So in Farsi, also sometimes the people say something and then they repeat a part of that sentence to confirm that again. This is one of those type of sentences. While you are using, while you are making a statement and then you want to confirm your statements again, just you use subject plus helping verb. That's it. Okay? I am teaching you English language. I am. I confirm my sentence again, okay? She is abusing me every day. Or she abuses us every day. She does. At the end of sentence, we use subject plus helping verb to confirm our sentence once again. Remember, it is not asking question, just we confirm that. But because it is like tag question, its name is reinforcement tag questions. Okay? I would be happy if you ask me any question during the teaching in chat box. If there is anything that you need to ask, okay? And the third types of interrogative sentences with the help of WH words. So you know the WH word that you can use these kinds of word for asking questions, okay? So usually when you use WH word, you are asking them, you are using them to ask someone to get information, okay? To get what? Information. For getting information here. Oh, I don't know the meaning of that. I don't know. I don't know if we have that kind of grammar in our Farsi exactly. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know exactly about the reinforcement tag meaning according to grammar, okay? So because if every language sometimes has different grammars, because of that, we can't translate exactly one of them to another language. Okay, so we use tag question for getting confirmation, and we use reinforcement tag question for confirming ourselves, okay? And we use WH words for getting information. So here are the different types of that. Oh my god. Yeah, when you use who or whom, you're asking for people, okay? Who is usually used for subjective case, and whom is usually used for objective situations. Which is used when you're asking about options, okay? For example, you say, what color do you like? What color do you like? So there's nothing. You just ask, what color do you like? But when you say, which color do you like? So you have a list of colors, and then you ask to choose one of that, okay? Which color do you like? It means choose from this list, okay? But when you say, what color do you like? It means there's nothing. There's no list, no options. You're just asking generally. So when you're asking about option, you use which. And what is used to ask for job, time, nature. It is more usable, okay? What is your job? What is the time? What is the habit of your friend? Like that. Many different types of questions. When is used for time, you know that. Where is used for plus. You also know that. Why is used for reason. Why are you learning English language? I'm asking the reason. What is the reason you want to learn? Yeah? How is just about manner or method. How are you memorizing new words? So it means in which way you are memorizing the new words, okay? Remember while. Here is one another word while, okay? No, not this. While, okay? While also start with WH, but remember while is not in WH words, okay? It is different things. Look at these examples. While I was walking across the road, this man killed him with a pistol. So it shows the time, okay, here. It means when I was walking across the road, okay? So while can't be WH word, but it is started with WH, okay? Oh my god. Okay. So do you have any examples for that? No, nothing. Where's the term? Okay. So that's enough for today. I guess we will study other types of interrogative sentences next week after it. So from tomorrow till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, 3 days is enough. So we'll get back to our class on. So if the eat is, yeah, I'll talk about that and after the recording. So if you have any question, also you can ask me, and we will study the next kind of interrogative sentences in next classes. And thanks for watching. Thank you, the guys that watching us on YouTube.